Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group for Wednesday, February 4th, 2026. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in Hamilton, Ontario, at the western tip of Lake Ontario, and we meet here every Wednesday from 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on 146.430 megahertz. And since this is an simplex net, not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. So I also stream this net on YouTube, so people who tune in will be able to hear stations that they can't hear on their radio, hear how they sound on the air, see their signal strength, as well as see my station layout. Just type my call into the YouTube search bar. Again, it's VA3CJZ. And you can find us under the live button, or tonight's title is also called AREG Week 1690. That's 1,690 weeks. That actually equals 32.5 years. And I'd like to congratulate all the newly licensed amateurs and welcome them to the hobby, as well as amateurs returning after an absence from the hobby. And finally, I'd like to ask you to please leave a 1 second delay between transmission to allow others to break in. Are there any time sensitive, portables, one and done, or mobile priority traffic stations? Please come now. All right, then, let's open it up to anyone with a valid license who would like to check in to tonight's net. Please come now.
3 Benavie. Victor Echo 3, Kilo Mike, Quebec. Victor Echo 3, Romeo, United Bravo.
Okay, I've got three stations there, BNW, KMQ, and RUB. Let's bring in Bill, VE3, Bring Naked Women.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on frequency. Yeah, I just threw a bean in the pot tonight. I missed the thing, I believe I missed last week. I was busy with a little guy, and next thing I know, the time was over, so I never was able to check in. So I'm doing it this week. So I'll check in twice this week to make up for last week.
Okay, very good then, Bill. Not a problem, not a problem. I kind of figured you were busy with life, and of course, that comes first. The hobby comes second, or however numbers down down the list you go. Okay, Bill, thanks for joining me. And you gonna stick around tonight? You got the little guy or no?
No, I'm a little guy free tonight, so I'll be sticking around most of the night just in the shack here, putzing around doing stuff and this, that, and the other thing. So, yeah, I'll be listening in the background there and jump in. Maybe we'll wait for the rest of the evening. Maybe I can get some answers right tonight, hopefully. Okay, back to you there, Chuck. Thanks again, VA3CJZ, VE3BW.
All right, very good, Bill. Thanks. All right, with that, let's bring in VE3 Kilo Mike Quebec.
Yeah, VA3CJZ, V3KMQ. Good evening, Chuck, and everybody else on frequency this evening. Hope you're doing well. Not an awful lot going on, really. I am kind of going through the pains of reloading programs onto my laptop. As I think I mentioned to you in nets previous, I had my laptop that I use in the shack out for service, and finally got it back, I guess it was Monday, and just taken my time to reload the data, the apps, programs and so on and so forth. So I'm just taking it very carefully. I haven't yet got to my two logging software apps, that being Log for Old Men and N1MM. I got to do that very carefully because I really do not want to lose my history. So I had saved over all my files to a portable storage drive, and as I said, just kind of going through that now. So that's what I'm up to this evening. Back to you there, Chuck.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah,
As I said, just kind of going
I
through
know
that
what
now.
that's
So that's
like,
what I'm up to this
for
evening.
sure. Uh, uh, you want to hit the save button on your laptop or on your radio. Some of them have micro SD cards. Now you can store your menu and your memory settings and all that in there. So, but some don't, and so you've got to do it the way you're doing it there. So. Well, good luck, Mike, and thanks for checking in. Great signal tonight coming in from North Burlington there. So I guess our warm up in temperature is going to be early lived, and we go back to double digits cold plus wind chill, of course. But anyhow, Mike, thanks for joining me, and I'll send it back to you for a final.
Yeah, okay, Chuck, very good. Yeah, the temperatures are up and down, certainly this January. I don't know what February is going to bring. I imagine the first part of it may be cold, but who knows? Maybe we'll luck out and get some milder temperatures as the days and maybe even weeks roll on. Just one other thing, I heard rumor that you got your radio back, Chuck, and if that's the case, congratulations, and that's good news. I hope the problem you were having so very early in your acquisition of that radio, have been resolved. And so you might want to make a little mention of that if you would there, Chuck. And with that, I'll pass along 73 to you, VE3KMQ.
Yeah, very good, Mike. Turns out I had to send it back to Yezu after only 3 days of use. And yes, I did get it back on Monday afternoon. And so I've been busy playing with it, learning and trying things. And so I'm quite pleased. And so it's giving me tons of pleasure and spending a lot of time. Time's just flying by. So, uh, yeah, back to you, Mike.
Yeah, well, that's great news. I'm sure you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of it from what I've seen. I did a Google search on that, so looks like a real nice rig there for you, Chuck. And once again, congratulations. I'll be listening along as I'm here in the shack at the computer. And so with that, I'll pass along 73. And thanks for doing the net again. VE3KMQ.
All right, Mike. One last thing, just want to pass along to you and everyone else listening. Uh, these Yaesu FTX1 radios, uh, normally Yaesu radios take dynamic microphones, but this one, it turns out, takes a condenser microphone, which is not what I'm using right now. So I ended up ordering a condenser mic, should be here tomorrow. I was having trouble on HF. Every time I would key up, I'd get this weird noise. People couldn't hear me and I couldn't make contact. And I tried everything, playing with the ALC, mic gain, the whole 9 yards, my mixer board, I could not stop it from creating that noise. So then I did some research, and it turns out they take condenser, and mostly Yaesu radios take dynamic. So quite a surprise there, but at least I solved my problem. And for those of you who are getting one or have one, little tip there, little pro tip. All right, so let's bring in Mr. Worldwide VE3 RUB Jack.
Good evening, Chuck. VA3CJ uses that from VE3RUB. Your radio looks good. Just looking at the live stream here and just taking a peek at it. It looks good. Now I can see how strong I am on the meter by watching it on the video here. Radio sounds good. Are you sure you're not getting the RF back into the shack maybe that's causing the noise? I know on 20 meters sometimes it happens to me when I'm on my end fed, so I'm not sure if that could be the case. Go ahead.
Yeah, I haven't thought of that because I seem to be doing okay. Um, I use the handheld mic, right? And no problem there. But as soon as I put the studio mic in line, I get that noise there. So it has to be the mic. I mean, it could be RF, but yeah.
Yeah, I have the same issue. Well, I have a boom mic on the HF radio, the Hi-O 781 with the EQ, and on 20 meters on my end fed it happens, but if I go on the dipole, different antenna I have, it goes away. So you maybe want to try putting some ferric chokes maybe on the cable from the microphone line that did that to help a little bit.
Yeah, okay. I've got those jokes, and so I was thinking though. I mean, I tried lowering the power down to minimal power, uh, minimal mic gain. It was still doing it. No matter what, the ELC would just fly right up and stay there. And I could see on the scope it was making noise, but uh, it shouldn't have been. It's dead quiet in the room here. So. All right. Well, anyways, I've got a mic on order tomorrow. I ordered the Rode NT1 Signature Series condenser mic, and hopefully that'll solve my problems. If not, I own another expensive microphone.
Which mic did you pick up?
It's from Rode, and it's called the NT1 Signature Series.
Yeah, I'll take a look. Is it a boom mic again, or is it a desk mic?
Yeah, it's a boom mic.
Okay, well, I'll have to hear how it sounds when you get it. Anyway, sir, I'll let you carry on with the net. So welcome everybody on board, and I'll be listening for a little bit. And you can take some more seconds. VA3CJZ from VE3RUB Mississauga.
All right, Jack. Thank you so much for your check-in and your advice. And so I'll. By the way, Greg was the one who said you were worldwide there, so I thought I'd throw that in there when I brought you in. Anyhow, have a good evening. I'll check in with you when I can on 146 490 in the evening time. You have a great evening. Say hi to the guys for me. And so with that, that clears my list. Now let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group.
VA3IMW.
VA3NCA.
Romeo Tango.
All right, I've got IMW, NCA, and I heard Romeo Tango. What's the call again?
Good evening, Chuck. Victor Echo 3, Romeo Tango. That's it. Over.
Oh, very good. Okay, then. So let's start with bringing in Mac, VA3IMW.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on net. What a beautiful day. I'm really impressed with the extended daylight. Full of vim and vigor, looking forward to springtime, and it's noticeably brighter at the end of the workday, so that's 100% good. I trust that you're still enjoying finding little tricks and with the new radio. Obviously, it's working good for you, and obviously, as you mentioned, you're looking at potentially switching your microphone style in order to compensate for some noise issues. I'm just wondering if in your investigation, if you had turned on the EQ function once again, which would disable your mixer board. Because, yeah, the thing that ran through my mind when you described it was also RF getting into something, and you seem to have kind of issues with the connectors and adapters and stuff like that, which could be great inlets for RF problems. So, I think if I was in your shoes, I'd plug in the stock mic and see if that noise issue was there, and then I would disable the mixer board and run your boom mic without it, and then see if you could isolate the problem to a certain scenario. But you know what? You're an old hack at this radio stuff, so if you need to reach out and ask for some help, just look up that guy known as 706. I'm sure he could help you out.
Speaking of worldwide, yeah, Mac, I tried all that, and the hand mic that comes with it works perfect. And so like I said, I did some research, and it actually tells you the FTX1 requires a condenser microphone. So I'm assuming all my problems will go away once I plug that in, along with the quality XLR cable that comes with the Rode microphones. And so, yeah, because I tried everything other than putting chokes on, which I've never had to do before. And usually by lowering power, lowering the ALC, the mic gain, um, usually corrects whatever noise issues. And as far as the problems with the plugs, I've actually replaced all my plugs with brand new quality plugs, so that's good there. And yeah, we'll find out tomorrow once the other studio mic comes in. But thanks for your advice there as well, Mac. Do appreciate it. Um, Anything else? I have not done any um, HF work today. I've just been, uh, like I said, trying to figure out this noise issue, and I really can't. 40 meters was the worst. So um, hopefully the condenser with the what do you call it, phantom power there will rectify the issue.
Well, I certainly hope that does solve the issue, but um, yeah, obviously you won't know until you try. The good news is with the stock mic, everything is okie dokie, and obviously the radio and the repairs that they did to the firmware sounds like it's a solid solution. Alrighty. I did a little bit of poking around on HF after coming home. A couple of the stations I worked seemed to be a little bit of a bait and switch. The first guy that I tried to reach out to, I thought I was going to be working a guy in Illinois, and it was a new park, but turned out the guy that was on frequency and the one I could hear was actually in Florida, a park I had already worked. So then I moved over to work a park that was spotted in Alberta, and when I contacted him, his call sign didn't match what was on the spotting page, and I looked further down the list, and he was actually in British Columbia. Goodness gracious, on 20 meters. I was a little awestruck. Same type of thing where in the past few days I've been working California stations on 20 meters, much to my surprise, positive surprise. Um, Still a little tough to work Washington State on 20 meters, but Utah and Oregon and all the rest of that stuff, it's like we've got a pipeline from east to west. Anyways, enough about me. This is all about the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, and we're looking forward to find out what you've got in store for us tonight. Chuck, certainly appreciate all the hard work that you put into preparing for this net. And with that, I'll turn it back to you.
That's right. Always working hard, hardly working. Okay, Mac, thank you so much, and look forward to seeing how entertained or how you. Yeah, we'll see how the night goes. All right, so next, who do we have next? That would be Wade, VA3NCA. Wade, come on in.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Good evening, Chuck, and good evening, everybody on net. Yeah, we're halfway through the week, start of February. Yeah, the year is moving right along, I suppose. Yeah, not much radio, although I did have the pleasure of a single hunt. I saw John, our local regular activator recently pop up on the spots, and so I tried to pick him up. I don't generally pick him up very well, but I could make him out today where he was at Bowers Park there, and managed to get my second QSO with him, but my first from the home QTH. So that was nice that I was able to notice that and jump on the radio. So thanks for that contact, John, and I'm sure you're having a great time out there. Other than that, not much else. Just happy that we're halfway to Friday. And other than that, what else is going on? Oh, I resurrected my DMR D-Star little hotspot. During one of our power failures we had a while ago, the SD card corrupted on it. So it's not that it required much. I just had to reflash it and then reconfigure it with my DMR ID and my D-Star ID and all that junk. So I'm back on the air for digital modes. Now I just need somebody to talk to on digital modes. Actually, there is a Thursday night digital net that runs out of the HRCC YouTube channel, folks. So there is that, but I don't know. I'm not sure if anybody's heard the return of our local D-Star repeater or not. But anyways, when it comes back, I'm ready. That's it for me for this. That's new for me this round. So I'll send it back to you, and I will be here for the duration via 3NCA.
Okay, very good, Wade. So did you said your card was corrupted, so you lost all that information?
Well, luckily, it's just the hotspot, so it's like a really small personal mini low-power repeater that just does the relaying to the internet, D-Star. So the only information on it is the code itself, which you just download the fresh copy, and then whatever configuration you put into it. So your own call sign, your own frequency pair that you want to put on it. So that's what I lost, and it only took about a half an hour or so to remind myself when I did it a couple years ago what I did, and then test it out. So kind of like the repeater linking that we used to do when we had a local D-Star, this little hotspot will do that for me, and so I don't have to actually reach a repeater for it to carry DMR or D-Star. It's a neat little thing. It's a software program called WPSD, Whiskey Papa Sierra Delta, previously known as Pi-Star. Anyways, that's what I had. So I didn't really lose anything that I couldn't get back. And the side benefit was they've made a lot of progress on the features on the product since I originally installed it. So this new version looks a lot nicer. I think it even runs a bit faster.
Oh, okay. Well, that's always good. All right. Well, I'm glad that worked out. It wasn't too serious, and so I'll I'll say hang in there for now, and we're going to move over to VE3RT. Come on in.
VA3 CJZ from Victor Echo 3 Romeo Tango, often known as Rubber Tire. Good evening, Chuck. I just heard about your net recently, so I thought I'd tune it in and have a listen and give a call. My name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, and I'm located in Milton, and I've got an old ICOM IC2300 here. Nothing fancy. Couldn't tell you what kind of microphone it's got. Hi. And very simple antenna. Wideband discone antenna. So it's not too efficient, but it does work, and it has a really good SWR. So there you go. So I've never heard of your group here, but I'm happy that I found it, and I'll do a bit of listening. I'll stick around for 10 or 15 minutes, but then I have to leave after that, Chuck. So I've been here for over 30 years, and been licensed since 1959, and I'm an old geezer in my 80s. So there you go. VA3CJZ, whereabouts are you located? This is VE3 Rubber Tire.
Oh, VE3 Rubber Tire, VA3 Charlie Juliet Zulu. Nice to meet you, Doug. And that discone is working for you. I got you here at an S9. And I'm located just east of downtown Hamilton, below the escarpment, or near the Center Mall, if that helps you. I am on QRZ. The address is correct. And yeah, this net has been going on nonstop for 32 and a half years, actually exactly 32 and a half years tonight. And it was started by John Sims, VE3JSU, out in Dundas, and later moved to Hamilton. And he's moved out of the city and asked me to take over, and I've been doing it since 2019. And I've been licensed since 2018. So there you go. I'm currently using a Diamond X200 at roughly 36 feet above ground. Back to you, Doug.
Well, very good, Chuck. Okay, I've got a fair idea where you're located, and yeah, your S9 Plus here, very nice signal. And only one or two stations that I could barely copy, but having an old set of ears, I can usually pull the audio through the noise. Hi. Well, that's tremendous. In 32 and a half years. Well, imagine that. Going that long, and I didn't even know it existed until the last few days. Somebody was talking about it, and I overheard them, and I thought, well, I'm going to try and tune that in. So there you go. Not a fancy station here at all, but everything I've got I enjoy, so that's that, Chuck. So I'll pass that back to you, and I think I'll sign on this go-around, Chuck, and let you keep at it. And I got to go upstairs and check on the XYL, make sure she's behaving herself, HI. It's a pleasure meeting you, and
BE3 DJZ.
Around again on a Wednesday night, I'll check in with you. Thank you very much for letting me in the open door there, Chuck. And back to you, VA3CJZ from VE3RT.
Okay, Doug, thanks again. I do appreciate it. We're here every Wednesday. And if you like, because this is a simplex net, not everyone can hear everyone. So I also stream this net on YouTube. And so you just put my call into the YouTube search bar and then click on the live button, and we're right there, and you can follow along. But thanks for joining, Doug. A pleasure, and I hope to talk to you down the log. Take care. Have a great rest of the evening. And so with that, I did hear VE3 DJZ in there. Come on in, Doug. Or Huey, sorry.
Hey there, Chuck. How you doing? How's everything going, buddy?
Oh, it's going fantastic. I got my radio back on Monday, Huey.
Everything working good down there now, huh?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Everything's working just tickety-boo. Man, compared to my old radio, man, this is so far advanced. I love it.
I just programmed mine the other day for the first time with that software, and I only put half stuff in there, so I'm still trying to get used to it. I've been on the radio, off the radio for 2 weeks now. I just doing some other stuff. I was sick for a while, like cold. So yeah, I just gonna start programming it again, and when I'm ready and I'm done, I'll let you know, and you can come get the cable.
Yeah, okay, that'd be cool. I started programming mine actually, and what am I? I got 40 something programmed in there, so I'm getting there. But yeah, thanks, Huey. Appreciate it. Well, I hope you feel better soon. You sound a little nasally there, so I hope you're over the worst part. Thanks for your check-in, Huey. Anything else?
No, buddy, you take care, and have a good day, buddy.
All right, you too. And with that, before I do another call out, I want to acknowledge everyone who's checked in with me on the YouTube stream. And of course, Wade was number one, VA3NCA, and then Max Videodrome, and Droner Wayne, who is VA3FMB. I'll add you to the log there shortly. And then, oh yeah, Max says uh, someone else with a C4 FM fusion radio, and I'll program that repeater in my radio there, Max. And then Albert checked in. Good evening, Albert. Hope everything's going well with you in Barrie. And remember to pack the long johns. We're going to need them again soon. And then we have Jerry in and out. Geez, where did I put his call there? Uh, VA3NCA. Go ahead.
Just a quick tip there, Max Videodrome there on YouTube is Sean, VE3F&I. You can check him in on that. Back to you.
Oh, yeah, I missed that. There you go. Very good. Thanks, Wade. I see Mark also checked in, VA3MHV. Hello, Mark. And Jerry is VE3 Victor Golf Hotel from London. And he said he was in and out there. So, all right, with that, let's see if we can put some more in my log here. This is Chuck in Hamilton, VA3 CJZ, looking for check-ins.
VE3 LBI.
And a relay for VE3 KCI.
All right, LBI and relay for KCI. Let's take the relay first there, Larry. And, Mac, I even put my receive amp on tonight, and all I heard was a squelch breaking. I think I've got like a S6 noise floor. But go ahead, Mac.
All right, Art, you're up. You're front and center, VE3 KCI, VA3 IMW. Go ahead. Art's extending his best greetings for this evening, wondering how you're doing. He's playing with some functions on the radio, but he's just getting intermittent signals. So that's where he's at tonight. Back to you, Chuck.
All right, we'll tell Art that I said hello, and I hope all is well with him. And I'm not sure if he can hear me, but I heard you mention intermittent signals. I'm not sure if that's for someone else, but yeah, we're at full strength tonight, so it's unfortunate we've got that dead zone in between us that we just can't communicate on this frequency and or on this band. So please welcome him and hope he's all well.
All right, Art. So we want to confirm whether you can hear Chuck's transmissions or not, but you're absolutely welcome to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group net this evening, and everyone trusts that you're doing very well. Back to you, Art. All right. Do you actually have a copy on Chuck? Can you hear him directly? All right. So Chuck is intermittently breaking squelch, and yes. So whenever the Martians decide to move the monolith that is creating that barrier between your stations, obviously things will be much better. How long are you sticking around tonight, Art? Well, I hope you're home already. All right. Well, just give us a shout when you're ready to go QRT, and we'll pass it along your best wishes. Thanks so much for your check-in tonight, Art. Let me go back to Chuck and see if he's got any other questions for you. Go ahead, VA3CJZ.
Okay, all I can make out is the occasional squelch breaking. So I guess that's going both ways. There are no words that I can hear, just that chirping when the squelch breaks. So anyhow, thank you, Art. Please tell him I said thanks, and let us know when he's taking off.
Let me paraphrase a little bit. Chuck says there are no words. I guess what he really means is you're also breaking his squelch intermittently, but he's not getting the gist. So let us know when you're ready to leave, obviously, and we'll pass our best regards at that time. With that, we'll turn it back to Chuck, and he can pick up VE3LBI. Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah, that's too bad. We can't set up YouTube for him, and that way he could just listen through YouTube, and then key up and get a relay. I don't know. But anyways, thank you very much, Mac, for the relay, and thank you, Art. Let's bring in Larry, VE3LBI.
Good evening, Chuck, and everybody on the net tonight. Just looking at your radio here, very nice looking radio. Just kind of watching it as I'm talking, just to see what it looks like. But nice outfit, Chuck.
Yeah, thanks, Larry. I'm quite impressed with it myself. This screen you're looking at now is one of several different screens that you can put up, and you can change colors. I mean, it's just there's so much, so many things to play with. So yeah, I'm quite happy. And tomorrow I'm getting the proper microphone for it because after doing some research, I found out that it requires a condenser mic, and I'm using a dynamic mic. So I was having some issues with HF with it, but it seems to be working fine on UHF, VHF. So I don't know. Maybe the new microphone will help on HF. If not, I'm going to have to start figuring out what I can do to alleviate that RF problem. Because when I plug in the handheld microphone, everything works fine on HF. So there you go. Back to you.
Interesting. Okay. What did you order for a microphone? Another handheld or some type of boom?
Yeah, I ordered another studio mic from Rode. It's called the Rode NT1 Signature Series condenser microphone. And so it's highly rated for being quiet, picking up background noise and such, which is what I wanted. And yeah, can't wait to, it's coming in tomorrow, so I can't wait.
Perfect. Oh, very good. Yeah, looks nice. It was a good day on the doing some contacts. I had a blast this afternoon. I never got into Lee. We actually went out to Costco this morning and spent a whole bunch of money and stuff we needed again, and some little odds and ends that I picked up on bulk, like 4 containers of windshield washer fluid and some odds and ends like that. They were a really good price. So, but I ended up with 20 meters and 15 meters. I ended up making 46 contacts this afternoon.
Wow. Outstanding. You should get an applause for that. There you go. Hopefully my sound effects is coming through on the YouTube there. But that's outstanding there, Larry. Very good. Unfortunately, I couldn't get on HF because of my noise issue. So not on the receive, but on the transmit. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be knocking them down.
Yep, okay, very good. And probably the highlight, I worked Stuart Crow, who was over in England. What is it? Mike Zero Tango Tango Quebec. He was at a threefer. And I was actually trying to get a hold of Bill, but I couldn't get a hold of him. I called him a couple of times. He was coming in here. I don't know exactly what time it was, but he was just coming in here really strong. So that was kind of the highlight to get England.
Oh, yeah, very good. I know I have some England, not too many, a handful or so, I guess. I don't know. And Scotland, I have some of them, not too many. Of course, I've got Orkney Islands, which is way north. And yeah, it's nice to make, uh, you know, contact with parts of the world that you don't hear too often, or it's a good distance away. I mean, sometimes that's what drives me to not hunt for parts. I'd like to be able to get more of them that are outside the North America, and so that's when I'll just switch over to HF. And if I can't get the parts, the HF contacts in the parts, then I'll just switch over to uh, non parks.
Nope, absolutely. Anyways, that's about it. I had to give Mac a little bump there today, though. He was not hearing too good, so I gave him a little kick, and he finally got the guy. Anyways, that's it, Chuck. I'll be listening along, and I'll let you carry on. So I'll pass it back to you. Thanks for doing it. VE3LBI.
All right. Very good, Larry. I see we have a question on YouTube from Echo Alpha 7 India X-Ray Mike, Radio Aficionado. Hello. And he's asking, is it possible to transmit out of band on 143 megahertz? Well, technically, we here in North America are licensed to transmit in between 144 and 148. So I guess Yeah, no, we can't transmit on 143, but that's how we're licensed here. Hope that answers your question. All right, with that, let's see who else is out there would like to check in to our amateur radio exchange group.
Well, Robin Burlington.
VA3TM in Burlington.
Okay, I heard two stations from Burlington, but the first one was very, very low audio, and I believe you may have doubled with someone or someone was keying up at the same time. Can you bring that back again? I've got VA3TM. Who's the other station?
E3ZRL on a handheld.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot.
Okay, I've heard VE3ZRL on a portable, and then VA3CRF. Vern, hold on, Vern. Let me bring in VE3ZRL on the handheld. Come on in. Who do we got there?
Hi, Chuck. It's Rob in Burlington, Newham, out of the Burlington Amateur Radio Club. And I'm kind of listening to your conversation about the FTX1. As Newham, it's sort of a ham in a shack in a box that I'm interested in, but when the dollars come in to follow. But I do have a word of caution around the microphone. The condenser mic that you've ordered requires a supply voltage of 48 volts as a studio mic, and the FTX1, according to the manual, only supplies 5 volts. It's a modified electret condenser mic, not a full condenser mic that would be used in a studio. So just a heads up on that.
Yes, yeah, it's very good. I was reading that, and well, we'll see what happens. I did read that information. Thanks for that, Rob. And but it was recommended that this was one of the mics they recommended. So I'll have to wait and see. If not, we may just have to use the handheld for HF. And the studio mic seems to be working just fine for VHF, UHF there. Rob, if you could, please speak a little bit closer to the microphone there. The audio is a little bit low.
Sounds good, Chuck. I'll be interested to hear how things go for you, and then, anything else. I suspect that with a dynamic mic, supplying it with 5 volts on HF would generate some feedback, because it's really not looking for any voltage on that. So that's probably where the noise is coming from.
Oh, I see. Okay, very good then. Well, we'll get it sorted out one way or another, but thank you for that, Rob. Okay, let's move over to Vern, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot.
Good evening, Chuck. I'm mobile in the vehicle. I'm just going to jump out and get some gas. Hopefully you can copy me.
A little bit noisy now. You're just under an S7 with some bacon frying, but thanks for your check-in, Vern. Which way you headed?
Heading back home from Burlington, sitting on Dundas, top of the hill where the Pioneer gas station is. All right, Chuck, I won't hold it up. Just wanted to check in. Thanks for doing the net. AJCRF.
Okay, very good, Vern. Drive safe. And next, let's bring in Tom, the A3 Tango Mike.
Well, good evening, Chuck, and all on net. We're here in Aldershot on the 7th floor, looking over the bay, the frozen bay, with ice fishing huts on it occasionally. And just wanted to check in. And Vern, if you're still there, what's the price of gas up there tonight? I guess he's out pumping gas. I could hear him loud and clear here in Aldershot. Good to hear you on, Chuck. I'm just looking into Wires X. I've never used it, and I'm just looking into it now and looking at all the YouTube things on it. So kind of enjoying that and enjoying the net. I appreciate you doing it. Back to you, Chuck.
Okay, very good, Tom. Yeah, I too am going to start watching videos on that C4 FM and Wires X, and because I have that option now on this new radio, and that's going to be something else for me to get into. So, lots to do, lots to learn, and lots to play with. So, it's going to make these cold winter weeks ahead. Uh, you know, easy to make time go by just by playing with my new radio there. So, anyways, Tom, from the seventh floor in Aldershot, you're just banging in here. I do have the amplifier receive amp on, but you're coming in at a plus 40 there, so great signal. I'm located near the Center Mall in Hamilton, below the escarpment here in Hamilton, and great signal, Tom. Back to you.
Thanks, Chuck. I just put it on low power. How does that sound now? Over.
Oh, there you go. Now you went down to 25 or 30, so very good. Still, you got to be pointing directly in this direction.
I'm using a J-pole and an FTM 100, so I'm down on the low power and enjoying the net, enjoying hearing you. I don't get in every week, but enjoy hearing you and watching you. And I haven't looked at the YouTube tonight. What's the new radio?
Oh, the new radio is the Yaesu FTX1 Optima. So I've got the 100-watt amplifier and the field head.
Sounds nice. Sounds nice. Well, enjoy it, and as I say, keep on doing what you're doing because it's really enjoyable to have such a reliable net to get into. Chris at RWJ runs ours in Burlington, as you know, and he does an excellent job as well. So it's really kind of fun to get into these nets. But have a good evening, and best to everybody that's on board. And Vern, if you're still there, what's the price of gas at Pioneer? He's gone. Okay, back to you, Chuck, and we'll be listening out.
Okay, I have a funny feeling Vern was sticking his handheld outside of the window while he was driving. Maybe he was passenger. I don't know, but we'll have to ask him next time we hear him. Maybe when he gets home, he'll get back on. Who knows? But thanks for checking in, Tom. Pleasure, and I appreciate it. Have a great rest of the evening. And so that clears my list. Let's see who else would like to check into the longest running simplex net in Hamilton, the AREG net. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
NW info.
Okay, I heard Mark Hotel Victor, and I guess there's a comment from BNW.
For the price of gas out there, I guess gentleman out in Burlington. I know in here in Hamilton, I just got some gas earlier there, and it was a $1.16, so it dropped a bit. So just throw that in there.
Wow. Oh, there you go, Tom. Are you still listening?
$1.16. I'm going down to the car. Yeah, that's good. After sitting around $1.30 for weeks, so that's great, and thank you. We'll stand by.
Okay, very good. That was from someone close to me here, VE3 Bravo November Whiskey, BNW. That's Bill here in East Hamilton. So there you go, $1.16, Tom.
Great. Yeah, Pioneer's usually good at that at night, so Anyway, I'm not going out tonight, but maybe tomorrow night, and it might come down again. Thanks again, Chuck, and thanks, Bill, and we'll be listening.
All right, very good. Well, let's bring in Mark now, VA3, Mike Hotel Victor.
VA3 CJZ, VA3 MHP. Good evening, Chuck, everyone on the net, everyone on the stream as well. Hello to the news stations that have joined us. I'm just sitting staring at that handsome rig, Chuck. That is very nice looking. I'm watching everybody tip the needle and seeing how they come in. Just looking forward to the trivia and everything else, Chuck. Thank you for doing it. I will be here for the duration. I'll turn it back to you, VA3 MHV.
All right, Mark, thank you very much for that compliment, and that brings a smile to my face because I'm very happy with it. And as you can see, the screen changes. This is the 3D scope here. I guess I can't change it while I'm transmitting. All right. Anyone else wishing to join us here on the AREG net, please come now. All right. So we've got a bunch of contests. I gotta go through the contests here. So give me a moment while I bring up the page here. I did have it. Hold on. There we go. All right. So we start off with the Vermont QSO party. That's a full 48 hours. Vermont QSO party, and that's for VHF, UHF, and then 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. And it's for all modes, but see the rules for FT8 guidance. So that's the Vermont QSO party. And like I said, 0 Zulu, February 7th until 0 Zulu, February 8th. And then next we've got the Labre RS Digi contest, and that's for FT4, FT8, for 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, and 80. And that is for 21, no, 0 Zulu, February 7th to 2059 Zulu, February 8th. And then we've got the 1010 Winter Contest for sideband. That is 10 meter only for phone only. That's at 0001 Zulu, February 7th until 2359 Zulu, February 8th. The European Union DX contest is next for sideband and CW for 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. Then we've got the Minnesota QSO party, and that runs for a short time. That runs for 10 hours. 1400 Zulu, February 7th until 2400 Zulu, February 7th. And that is CW, phone, FM, single sideband, and AM. For 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. Boy, the bands will be busy this weekend. So I don't know about POTA. And then there's the FYBO. What is that? Bring your own beer. Winter QRP Sprint. And that's for CW, single sideband, and digital. 10 meters all the way up to 160.
On the warp bands.
Yeah. You're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go there. Go to the work bands. That's right. All right. There's one big one called the ARRL School Roundup. Now that starts 1300 Zulu, February 9th, Monday, I believe, until 2359 Zulu, February 13th. And that's for CW, phone, RTTY, and digital. And it's for all bands except 60, 30, 17, and 12. So that's it. If you need any more information, just open up your web browser to contestcalendar.com and click on the 8-day button right next to the home button on the top left. You can get all the information there. With that, do we have anyone here that has any announcements that they'd like to make or any check-ins for tonight's net? Please come now.
BA3 EGE VE.
Okay, I heard a partial call there. Do you want to try that again? You're cutting yourself off.
VE3 EGE. How you doing there, Chuck? I did get cut off there. Sorry.
All right, VE3 EGE. Mike, come on in. Oh, I think we doubled there. Try that again.
How you doing tonight?
Oh, doing okay, doing okay. We're just rolling along here with the net. Got quite a few check-ins here and on the YouTube stream. How are things with you?
Good. And I heard you say the YouTube, so I went and got my computer and I put it on there, and it's interesting. Now, is there a bit of a delay between the two?
Yes, it shouldn't be more than just a few seconds. I'm not sure, but maybe depending on your connection speed, I don't know. It shouldn't be that big of a delay, but it's not instant.
Cool. It's cool though. I like your radio. I could see your radio there, and it's nice to see the dBs go up to 60 there.
Yeah, and actually, someone did hit the 60 earlier tonight. It's my neighbor. He lives only 200 and some odd feet away from me there, so he's the only guy that's hit 60.
Actually saw it, and that's, because I heard you say you could see your signal strength, and I saw it was you, and yeah, he hammered you, and I thought, holy smokes. Okay, let's see what I can do. How's that now?
Oh yeah, you're almost at the 40 now. Bring it back.
Okay, how are we doing there, Chuck? Am I pegging your meter there, even though it's digital, or what?
Yeah, you're on the plus of the 40, so there you go. Whereabouts are you?
Near the quad pad up on the mountain, up near Mohawk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, wow, great signal. Mike, good job.
If my antenna can probably see your antenna, because I know where you told me where you are, and probably line of sight for our antennas for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I've always wished I could live on the escarpment because of it's a great location for radio, right? Especially if you're on the edge of the escarpment. Um, we've got one guy here, VA3 November Foxtrot Golf, Steve. He lives right there at the top of the Jolly Cut. First house. So it's an awesome location. But I do get out pretty good from where I am here. I'm quite in the clear as long as I clear the buildings, which I do. So yeah, it's all good.
Guys like Arpad, he'll struggle a bit because he's nestled up against the escarpment, right?
Yeah, exactly. If you're too close to the base of the escarpment, then you've got direction issues, right?
Absolutely. Anyhow, good to check in and enjoy listening to you. I'll be in the back. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Chuck.
Okay, Mike, thanks for your check-in. And speaking of getting around the bend of the escarpment, I found out I was able to hit St. Catherine's repeater today while I was programming some repeaters in my new radio. I found I could hit a bunch of stations that are far away. So I got St. Catherine's. I even got Guelph and a few others there. So really impressed with that. Okay, Mike, thanks again. And so with that, it's 5 after 9 p.m. here in Hamilton, -8 Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. And with that, is there anyone else out there wishing to check into our net? Please come now.
VE3SMN.
VE3 Sierra Mike November. Matt, come on in.
Thanks, Chuck, and good evening, everyone on net and on the stream. A little late to the party today, but I made it. I turn on the YouTube stream, and there's your new radio, and there you are, a great big smile on your face. So congrats, Chuck. I'm glad you got your radio back.
Absolutely, there's a big smile on my face there, Matt. It's almost a permagrin at this stage. So, yeah, really happy with it.
Excellent. It's looking good on the screen, too. So I hope everyone's doing well and all is going well. And I'll be here for the duration and looking forward to the rest of the show tonight, Chuck. VE3SMN. I'll be listening.
All right, Matt, looks like you're a solid 30 over to my location. So now I can give my other radio needed an alignment, and I knew it was off with this, some settings, but only someone with the proper equipment could align the radio, and I just didn't have that kind of equipment, and so I knew I was getting a new radio, and here we are. So now the signals that I give out are actually accurate. Thanks for checking in, Matt. I hope you have a great rest of the week and bundle up for the weekend, cut the firewood, whatever you have to do, and stay warm. Anything else, Matt?
No, that's all for tonight, Chuck. Just looking forward to the rest of the evening.
All right, so that let me clear with VE3 Sierra Mike November, and this is Chuck in Hamilton, VA3 CJZ. Anyone else would like to check in? Please come now. All right, let's start off with some trivia, as we usually do in the 9 o'clock hour. And I've got a couple of new trivias tonight. We'll start off with this one called 200 Best Trivia Questions. And let me pull up the YouTube stream here alongside the questions, so that way I can see who's checking in. Actually, I see some people here checking in on YouTube. Good evening and welcome. The audio popping sounds is probably because I've got the audio from the radio going into a sound card, and whenever someone's signal drops or keys up, it makes that popping sound. All right, so where's that questionnaire? There we go. First question. Which dog breed was traditionally kept by monks in the Swiss Alps to find lost travelers? Which dog breed was traditionally kept by monks in the Swiss Alps to find lost travelers?
St. Bernard, VA3NE.
Hey, there's somebody with the correct answer, Kevin. VA3NE. Let me add that to my log there, Kevin. Thanks for your check-in. How are you?
Hey, good evening there, Chuck. Not too bad. I just saw my little Belfang Mini with the little magnet mount on the stove here. Could listen along. Heard most people. Yeah, the guy from Aldershot was booming in. But yeah, just thought I'd kick that in there. The little Saint Bernard with the rum on their little bottle of rum under their collar. Back to you.
Hey, you're the second guy who's pinned my needle tonight there, Kevin. 60 dB. So very good with the Bofang. Um, and yeah, I wonder who came up with the idea of putting the rum on the dog, though. I wonder if that goes back along with the, the tradition of the monks in the Alps and that.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it was rum or whiskey or brandy or moonshine. Something to warm you up, I guess, eh? When they find you buried in the snow. Anyhow, just to listen along. Hope you're enjoying that radio. I had to play with Huey's when he got his a month or so ago. But I don't like playing on someone else's stuff when it ain't mine, especially brand new out of the box. I got it come here, he goes, here, go play with it. Wasn't even open. I set it up by playing around with it. Beautiful radio, wow. Awesome sound, great receiver. You're going to have many, many years of fun on that, Chuck, that's for sure. I'll let you get some more check-ins there. VA3, CJZ, VA3NE.
All right, Kevin. Yeah, absolutely. It's just great. It's I can't stop gushing over this radio. So very good then. All right, so you know exactly uh, how I feel because you've got one there too. All right then. So with that, any other check-ins for tonight's AREG net? Please come now. Alrighty then. Let's go back to the trivia here, and we got the first one right. And uh, who was it? Got it right. Wade got it, and Mark. Oh, Mark. I guess Mark Max 2023. Yeah, Saint Bernard. Correct. Okay. All right. Which planet shares its name with a chemical element? Which planet shares its name with a chemical element? That is correct. Mercury is the correct answer. Wade, you get a slice of pie. All right. What was London Airport renamed to in 1966? What was London Airport? That was the name of it. Renamed in 1966. And that is correct again, Wade. It is Heathrow Airport. All right. Here's a cool one. What is the only bird that can fly backwards? What is the only bird that can fly backwards? Anyone?
Hummingbird. And they're also the only one that can stay stationary.
Hummingbird.
Absolutely correct. The answer is hummingbird, and you guys got that right. And so did Wade. And who's this? S SZL MJK Gray Wing. Yeah, you got that right as well. What is the main profession of Nintendo character Luigi? What is the main profession of Nintendo character Luigi?
He's a plumber. You can tell it by his crack.
Correct. Okay. Oh, Matt, you're Gray Wing. Okay. That's interesting, eh? Changes the names. That is correct. Way to go, Matt and Mac and Matt, and Wade, and his brother Mario, of course. All right. What is the world's hottest chili pepper? The Carolina Reaper is considered, according to this trivia, the hottest chili pepper. Don't ask me what the million Scoville is, but yeah, I'm sure it's up there. What is the hardest natural substance on Earth?
It's cold hard. Actually, it's a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond. Rihanna, or is it? Yeah. That is correct. Very good. What is the national animal of Scotland? Ah, you daft bry. Hey, it's a unicorn. A unicorn is the national animal of Scotland. What is the largest living species of lizard? And this one is my favorite. So I've got several tattoos of it. Anyone? And it is, in fact, the Komodo dragon. If the teeth don't shred you to death, the saliva it has is poisonous. So the moment you get bit, scratched, or anything, you die. So another dinosaur. Okay, let's see what's next. Oh, this is an easy one. Uh, which planet has over 145 known moons? Which planet has more than 145 moons?
Art's checking out. He's getting frustrated because he can't hear anything. 7-3's Art.
All right. Art is leaving us. Unfortunately, can't hear us tonight. Uh, please say goodnight for me.
Night, Art. All the best. Stay healthy. Stay warm. And 7-3's from all of us. He's out and gone. Okay, back to you, Chuck.
All right. And the answer is Saturn. Saturn has over 145 known moons. There you go. If you need a moon, just go there. Uh, which con which country is a Florentine or Florentine steak from? Which country is a Florentine steak from?
Italy.
As long as Mario and Luigi don't prepare it, it is from Italy. Correct.
And that thing is about 2.5 inches thick. You have to grill it on all 6 sides. Let it rest for at least 10 or 12 minutes, and then slice it up individually. It is a force to be reckoned with.
Ooh. I remember one time when I was in Florida working, it was the off season for us carnies, and we went to the grocery store, picked up some steaks and some beer, and one of my buddies was at the butcher, and there was some thick steaks there, but he wanted thicker, so he had one custom cut, and it had to be about 2 to 3 inches thick. It was massive, and we put that bad boy on a barbecue there on the beach, and I had a taste of it, but yeah, it was good. All right, let's pause and see if there's anyone listening that would like to check into our net. This is Chuck in Hamilton, VA3 CJZ with the AREG net. Anyone, please come now. All right, Wade and Matt, I guess, got Italy right as well. I can't see. Mark, Mark Max. Okay, let's head back here. Who was the UK's longest serving female prime minister? Who was the UK's longest serving female prime minister?
Margaret Thatcher, the Iron Woman, or whatever they called her.
Thatcher, VA3TM.
Oh, that's correct there, Tom. It is, in fact, the Iron Maiden, Margaret Thatcher. Very good. And a few of you got that right on YouTube, and Mac also chimed in there. Very good. All right, so these are general trivia questions here. I got some more here. In what year was the first iPhone released? It wasn't that long ago. Is that someone keying up there, or is my squelch just breaking from noise? All right, we'll just bump up the squelch a little higher. So the first iPhone was released in 2007. So it's been 19, going on 19 years now. And what are they at? The 16 now? iPhone 16, is that the latest? All right. Anyways, um, what does the car company BMW stand for in English?
Bavarian Motor Works.
And that is correct. Bavarian Motor Works.
Idiot drivers.
What was that about drivers?
I said idiot drivers.
Oh, every kid's got one now. Their parents must lease it for them, or these car places just give them away. It seems like every young punk is driving a Beamer or an Audi.
Or a Mercedes.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. All right. Hmm. Let's see now. What the heck is this? A camera. A camera inspired the original logo of what social media platform? Ah, and that would be Instagram. There's a little camera there in that logo. That's correct. Uh, Gray Wing got that right. All right. Uh, let's see now. The term Grand Prix was first used in a motor race in which country? You have to say it like France or something like that. That is the correct answer. Bunch of you got that right. Way to go. Uh, which aniseed flavored drink is the national drink of Greece?
Anisette.
And the correct answer is ouzo. I've had lots of shots of those and Zambuca. That's right. Ouzo is the correct answer. Oh, I didn't know this. Which Tesla CEO also co-founded PayPal? And that is, in fact, Elon Musk. Correct, Wade. You're getting a large accumulation of pies over there. Which course is the Masters Golf Tournament held? At which course is the Masters Golf Tournament held?
VA3TM.
Yeah, you were pretty quick there at the beginning. I didn't get your answer, Tom.
Would be Augusta.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that's Augusta, Georgia, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, that is the one of the premier golf clubs. Very good, Tom. Which late rock star is the grandfather of actress Riley Keough? And that would be the king himself, Elvis Presley. All right, so let's see if there's anyone else out there that would like to check into our net. This is Chuck in Hamilton, VA3CJZ.
This is VA3TM, Chuck. I'm going to have to leave you, so good evening to you and to all the guys on the net, and I love your radio. Over.
Okay, Tom, thanks for sticking around as long as you did. Much appreciated, sir. We'll talk to you down the line.
7-3 for now.
All right, so next, what game is Princess Peach originally from? I'll bet you if Noel was here, he'd jump right in there with the answer. Someone said something, but I keyed on you there. What was the answer?
Donkey Kong.
No, Princess Peach originally is from Super Mario Brothers. Okay, Which member of the Scooby-Doo gang typically wears a purple dress? Which member of the Scooby-Doo gang typically wears a purple dress? That would be the hot, nerdy Daphne, the gamer girl. Daphne is correct. Way to go, Wade. In SpongeBob SquarePants, what animal is Squidward? Yeah, I knew the answer to this because my daughter was born in '98. So when SpongeBob came out, we were uh, we were all watching SpongeBob. All right, then it's 9:31 p.m. Let me find another good one, and then we'll put a pin in it for tonight. And let's see now. This is a cute one. Which grumpy Sesame Street resident lives in a trash can?
The Grouch. And if I was a Muppet, I would be that guy.
Oscar.
I was just going to ask what was his name. It is, in fact, Oscar the Grouch. Who was that? Who said Oscar?
Was Mike. VE3EGE.
Okay, Mike, I thought it was you. I'm just not familiar, and you key up pretty quick there, so uh, just keep that in mind. All right, so we'll stop here.
Recheck, VE3LBI.
VE3LBI recheck.
Just out of curiosity, with the new radio, how do you find the audio coming towards you now? Do you find it a little bit different?
Well, this radio has audio coming out of two speakers on the bottom, at the very, very bottom, and it basically shoots out at you. And then there's a speaker on the top of the radio where the 100 amp portion of the radio, 100 watt, I should say, the amplifier portion of the radio also has a speaker. And you can adjust how the audio sounds in the radio. There are parameters there that you can adjust the treble, bass, mid-range. There's a whole suite of EQ in there, Larry.
Okay, I was just wondering at your end how you hear the voices, whether they've changed much comparatively from what you're used to with the old radio.
Well, not really, because right now I've got earbuds in, and like I said, I've got the radio uh, plugged in to a sound card that goes into my laptop here, and so when I'm done with the net, I usually unplug the sound card portion and just listen to the radio. It's nice actually, and the radio is quiet. There's a lot of filters. There's a lot of filtration in there. It's just, it's super.
Okay, no, I was just curious if there was any difference in the audio you're receiving, that's all. Okay, thanks. I'll pass it back to you. VE3LBI.
Yeah, not a problem. Anyone else with a comment or would like to check in, please come now. All right, let's jump to on this day. We're at week 260, and we always start with today's famous birthdays, and we start off with Ferdinand Magellan. Ferdinand Magellan was born on this day in 1480. He was a Portuguese explorer of the East Indies and Pacific Ocean. Of course, he was born in Portugal. Charles Lindbergh, the famous aviator, was born on this day 1902. He died in 1974. He was the first American aviator who was the first to fly solo across the Atlantic, born in Detroit, Michigan. Janet Waldo was born on this day, 1919. She's an American radio and voice actress. You may remember her as Judy Jetson on The Jetsons. Judy Jetson is the 16-year-old daughter of George and Jane Jetson in the Hanna-Barbera animated series, The Jetsons. Next, we've got Dave Ketchum, born on this day, 1928. He's an American character actor. You might have seen him on Get Smart. He was Agent 13. Uh, he used to be like in weird places, like inside a tree, in the glove box, in a trash can, and he always hated where they assigned him, right? So, and he was also obviously a comedian and a screenwriter. He wrote for Happy Days and The Love Boat. Born in Quincy, Illinois. He died just last year. Dave Ketchum. And Alice Cooper turns 78 today. Born in 1948, he's an American theatrical rock singer and songwriter. School's Out and Welcome to My Nightmare. Born in Detroit, Michigan, Alice Cooper purchased one of the O letters in the Hollywood sign in 1978 to honor his friend, comedian Groucho Marx. The Groucho, let me continue on. Comedian Groucho Marx, who had passed away the year before. He donated approximately $27,000 to $28,000 for the restoration of the sign, which was in disrepair. So after other people found out that he bought letters, other people followed suit. And then the sign that read Hollywood Land was cut. The land part was cut, and it was known as Hollywood from then on. Oscar De La Hoya, finally on my last on my list, was born on this day in 1973. He is an American boxer, and he won Olympic gold in 1992 as a boxer, and he is a world champion in 6 different weight classes. I believe that's a record, and he was born in LA, California. That's it for people born on this day. Any questions, comments, or check-ins, please come now. Who died today in history? Well, we start with James Donnelly, dying on this day in 1880. He is an Irish Canadian patriarch of the Donnelly family, murdered along with his family in the Black Donnelly massacre, and he was 63 years old. Now, I looked this up, and the Donnelly family lived 25 kilometers northwest of London, Ontario. There you go. Next, we've got Armand Peugeot, or Armand Peugeot. died on this day in 1915. He was a French industrialist, automobile pioneer, and founder of Peugeot. He was 65. Frank Calder died in 1943 on this day. He's a British Canadian, first NHL president. And that's why we have the Calder Cup named after him. He was 65. Karen Carpenter died on this day in 1983. She's an American pop vocalist and drummer. She dies of anorexia nervosa at the age of 32. Liberace passed away in 1987 today. He's an American Emmy Award-winning pianist, showman with the Liberace Show, and actor. Did you know he was in the Batman series of the 60s? He was called Evil Chandel. Chandel with a C-H, Andell. I think it was an episode aired in 1966. I did not know that. And he dies of AIDS-related pneumonia at the age of 67. Reggie Presley died on this day in 2013. His real name is Reginald Ball. He's an English rock vocalist with the band The Trogs. Remember Wild Thing, I Think I Love You. Yeah, that's the guy. Dies from lung cancer at 71. Steve Lang, Canadian rock bassist for April Wine, passed away on this day in 2017. He was 67. That's it for people dying on this day in history. Any questions, comments, or check-ins, please come now. All right, let's start with today in history. And today we go all the way back to the year 1194. A ransom of 100,000 pounds of silver is paid for the release of Richard I, the King of England, to the Holy Roman Emperor Henry VI. On this day, 1789 now, the first U.S. Electoral College chooses George Washington as president and John Adams as vice president. We jump to 1824. J.W. Goodrich introduces rubber galoshes to the public. 1824. I remember wearing galoshes as a kid. With your shoes on, you would shove your shoes inside the galoche. It's called the same thing in French, but it sounds a little bit different. It's still pronounced galoche. But anyways, yep, grew up with those. And in 1847, the first U.S. telegraph company is established in Maryland. 1847 for the first U.S. telegraph company. And as I mentioned before, in 1880, the Black Donnelly Massacre occurred in Bidulph, Ontario. Check the spelling out here. It's Bidulph, Bidulph, Ontario. Irish immigrants, James, Johanna, John, Thomas, and Bridget Donnelly are murdered at home by members of the Vigilance Committee. And yes, to answer your question, B.F. Goodrich, that's the same guy. Rubber galoshes. All right, in 1902, we have the Stanley Cup. God, that's early for a Stanley Cup. February. Wow. Stanley Cup, Winnipeg Auditorium, Winnipeg, Manitoba. The Montreal HC beats Winnipeg Victorias 2-1 for a 2-1 Challenge Series victory. They played way differently back in 1902. And next we go to 1903 and we have the Stanley Cup again. This time Montreal HC beats Winnipeg Victorias 4-1 for a 2-1 Challenge Series win.
How much shorter the season would be with only 6 teams?
Yeah, who knows how many teams they had in 1902 and 3. Yeah, very good. All right, in 1920 now, we have the first flight from London to South Africa, and it takes 1.5 months to get there. Don't ask me why, that's all it says here. In 1957, the first electric portable typewriter goes on sale in Syracuse, New York. A year later, in 1958, Major League Baseball Hall of Fame fails to elect anyone for the first time since 1950. In 1964, the Federal Aviation Association, or the FAA, begins 6-month test of reactions to sonic booms over Oklahoma City. 1969, John Madden is named head coach of NFL's Oakland Raiders. I love that logo. I used to have a hat with the Oakland Raiders logo. I just love that logo. I'm going to have to get another one. All right, in 1973 now, the comic strip Haggard the Horrible debuts. God, I used to watch that every day in the Saturday papers. And also in 1973, on this day, the Islanders and Sabres have a penalty-free game. New York Islanders and Buffalo Sabres. (1977), the Rumors album, the 11th studio album by Fleetwood Mac, is released, and it wins Grammy Album of the Year. Very good album. In 1980, Studio 54 holds its grand closing party on its last night in business. 1980. Geez, I should have gone. All right, in 1982, a paper airplane flies for a then indoor record of 154.2 feet or 47 meters in Tacoma, Washington. The current Guinness World Record for the farthest flight by a paper aircraft is now 98.43 meters. That's double. Or 323 feet. That was achieved on December 28th, 2025 in Shanghai, China. All right, in 1984 now, Frank Aguilera sets a then record for distance of a Frisbee flying disc toss of 551.2 feet or 168 meters in Las Vegas, Nevada. The longest officially recognized flying disc, the frisbee throw, the longest officially recognized flying disc, the frisbee throw, is 338 meters. That's 1,109 feet. Achieved by David Wiggins Jr. on March 28, 2016, in Nevada. He set this record using a 154-gram Innova R Pro Boss disc. This record-setting throw is nearly the length of 4 football fields. Really? Yeah, over 300 meters. Yeah, 338 meters. Wow. In 1985, 20 countries, but not the U.S., signed a United Nations treaty outlawing torture, but the U.S. doesn't sign it.
They're torturing us.
Yeah, yeah. Give me some more of that waterboarding, please. Trebek makes game show history. In 1991, Alex Trebek becomes the first person to host 3 American game shows at the same time: Jeopardy, Classic Concentration, and To Tell the Truth. Oh, didn't know that. In 1995, I can't even say the word. Archaeologist Kent R. Weeks crawls inside KV5, the tomb of the sons of Ramses II, to discover the largest tomb ever found in the Valley of the Kings.
Pronunciation perfect. You don't hear that from me very often, do you?
No, I don't. And then in 1998, Bill Gates gets a pie thrown in his face in Brussels, Belgium. I wonder what he did to them. And in 2004, Mark Zuckerberg launches Facebook from his Harvard dormitory room. 2004. And finally, in 2023, Chinese surveillance balloon shot down by U.S. fighter jets off the U.S. eastern seaboard after drifting across the entire United States for days and igniting a political storm. That's it. That's all. I hope you enjoyed on this day tonight. As always, I enjoy researching it and telling it back to you folks. Hope you liked it too. Before I do a 7-3 round, let's see if there's anyone lurking that would like to check into our net. This is VA3CJZ. Alrighty then, let's go to the list. And we did pretty good. Let's go with Bill, VE3BNW. You there, Bill?
Back here in the shack here, actually, today I decided to see the clear sky finally, almost 3 days in a row. Got the telescope out. So now I'm just taking a shot of the Horsehead Nebula. So I'll see how that comes out a bit later. Probably get about an hour and a bit for my location here. Skies aren't great because of the light pollution, but it's not bad otherwise. But the filters on it seems to draw it out pretty good. But I got the trees in front of me, and I got the house behind me, of course. So I got an hour at the most of viewing time before it disappears. So that gives me something to do anyway while I'm sitting here listening to you guys. Anyway, thanks, Chuck, and we'll back to you there, VE3BNW.
All right, Bill. Well, I'm glad you were able to amuse yourself with the telescope. Those things are pricey, right?
Yeah, they can get up there. I've got a couple of them actually. The one I have is a 1,000 millimeter refractor, and it's dumb. It's got a equatorial mount, which means it's motorized, but you have to find the Polaris, and you got to set it for north, and it'll follow the sky around. My other one, but it's more designed for planetary work, because it's a 1,000 millimeter, and depends on the optics I put in there. But I just put a little camera in there for now, if we're going to hook up to the laptop and take pictures that way. The other scope I use for deep sky, it's only 250 millimeters, but it's called a smart scope, which means it takes a lot of guesswork out of it. Instead of doing star hopping from one star to the next to find out where you are and looking at the sky, if I go, okay, there's this star, that star, and I can go for that to find what I'm looking for. You just point it and say, I want to go to Sagittarius, or the constellation Sagittarius. It'll go there. It'll go Orion Galaxy. It'll go there. Right now it's got NGC 2024, which is part of the Orion Galaxy, which is just north of the Horsehead. So yeah, it makes it a lot different. And what I like about it too, I can sit inside and watch it, as opposed to my other big telescope. And those little ones, though, the smart telescopes, they're not bad. They're, for what you get, they're about maybe $600-700, which is not too bad for what they are. But yeah, you can blow your brains out in some of this stuff. You think ham radio stuff is expensive? You get a nice 10-inch Castle grain on there, and get it all decked out. Oh yeah, you're looking at close to 10,000-15,000.
Yeah, that's kind of why I said that comment. I heard that there's some pretty nifty telescope gear out there. And listen, let us know when you spot a UFO there, and try looking at Sagittarius A and Sagittarius B, which are in Orion's belt, and apparently that's where the Anunnaki are from. So those are the creators of our civilization, apparently. Anyways, very interesting stuff, Bill. We'll have to talk a bit more about that another time. But thanks for your check-in. Have a great rest of the week, my friend.
I think you watched the Y-Files. Yeah, take care. The 3BW.
Oh, the Wi-Fi with the goldfish. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I don't think Mike is there. VE3KMQ.
Surprise, surprise. It has to be a first there, Chuck. Hi.
Holy
Yeah,
smokes.
anyway, I stuck around. I was enjoying your trivia night there, and good net as always. Just a point of interest. We're talking about gas prices earlier on in the net, and I myself stepped out to get low-priced gas. My tank was almost empty, and managed to get it down near Royal Botanical Gardens, the Esso station down there, which isn't too awfully far from me. Maybe about a mile and a half, something like that, 2 miles at the most. And yeah, always good to get cheap gas, especially when your tank is low. Anyway, Chuck, back to you.
Absolutely. I hear you, brother. And yeah, I almost fell off my chair there when you came back, Mike. Very good. I'm glad you enjoyed the net and the trivia and all that. And yeah, hopefully the prices stay low on the weekend. The wife goes out to the res there to get some gas and some groceries and some smokes. So, well, thanks a lot for sticking around, Mike, and you have a great rest of the week. We'll catch you down the log.
Yeah, thank you, Chuck, and as I said, enjoy the net, and you have yourself a good rest of the week. V3KMQ.
All right, well, let's take another stab at it. Try and see if Jack is around. VE3RUB. You can normally find Jack online at after 9 o'clock, I think. VE3RUB is usually on with a bunch of guys from Mississauga to Milton to Hamilton on 146,490. Not too far from where we are right now. Okay, next let's bring in Mac, VA3IMW.
Job done, as usual, Chuck. Nice to see that signals from Ohio have settled down. The repeater over there sometimes gives me a little bit of stuff going on, but you're way over top of that. Glad that your new radio is still working out well for you. Trust many more years and years and years and eons of enjoyment come out of that rig. Don't forget to join me tomorrow night on 446.125 at 7 p.m. And we'll be doing a simplex net on 70 centimeters for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. 73110.
Okay, Mac, absolutely. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m., 446-125 Simplex will be there with bells on. And Mac also streams all the Lake Ontario Radio Club nets. Just type in his call in the YouTube search. Again, VA3IMW. Click on the live button and you can usually find us there. All right, next is Wade, Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha.
VA3CJZ, excuse me, VA3MCA. Thanks again, Chuck, for doing it. Great way to spend a Wednesday, as always. And and look forward to the next one and catching everybody down the line. VA3MCA, back to you there, Chuck.
All right, very good, Wade. Thanks for checking in and participating in the trivia there. So I know some nights it's not the greatest, but I like to change things up. I know last week I had some people didn't get too many right because it was all bar trivia, especially if you're a non-drinker. Okay. Anyways, take care, Wade. Next is VE3 Romeo Tango. VE3 DJZ Huey. VE3 LBI.
Doing it, Chuck. And Friday night, we got the ZOE Reg 2 on 443.075 or the ZOE repeater at 8 o'clock. See if we can pick some people up there. Thanks again, Chuck.
Okay, Larry. Absolutely. We can't forget about Friday night ZOE Reg 2 on the VE3 ZOE repeater at 8 p.m. And again, Mac will stream that net as well on YouTube. And next, I want to say hi to everybody who checked in on YouTube. Albert and Eric, Sean, Mark, and a bunch of others I'll have to get to after the net. It's kind of hard to work everything I've got going on here. So I'll check after the net to see if there's any more that I missed for the log. But let's bring in Mark, VA3 Mike Hotel Victor.
Yeah, I'm still here, Chuck. Thank you for doing it. I particularly enjoyed on this day this evening. So I'll say 7-3-1 and all, and let you pick up the rest, Chuck. Looking forward to next week. VA3CJZ, VA3MHV, 7-3.
All right, Mark. You know, I get some comments. Some people that don't even check into the net, they listen to it and they play the trivia with their wives or whatever. And I find that cool and funny. Anyways, thanks, Mark, and you too. Have a great rest of the week and a better weekend when you get to it. And next, let's see if Rob is still there. VE3 Zulu Romeo Lima.
Yeah, I'm still here listening in. Enjoyed the trivia, Chuck, and I'm off to Phoenix next week, so out of range. But yeah, carry on, and it's great. May pick you up on YouTube at night, 7:30.
Absolutely. Going to Arizona. That's still that's 2 hours difference, right?
Yeah, it's -2 from here.
All right, very good. I got a buddy that lives not too far over in Las Vegas, Nevada, not too far away. All right, well, thanks for joining us, Rob. Glad you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you down the line. Thanks again. Have a great rest of the week. Next, let's bring in Tom, VA3 Tango Mike. He's probably up on 146, 490. How about Vern? Are you around? VA3 Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. Mike, VE3 EGE.
I'm here, Chuck. Thanks a lot. Always entertaining. It's a great thing to do on a Wednesday evening, and thanks for the effort you put in. And I'll be listening to you next week. Thanks a lot. BE3EGE 73s.
Okay, Mike, thank you. And take care. And hopefully, this cold snap won't last too long that's coming. And I think by Valentine's Day, they're saying temperatures are going to become more uh, average temperatures, you know, not what we've been getting. So, anyways, thanks, Mike. Take care. Next, how about Matt? VE3 Sierra Mike November.
I'm still here, Chuck. Switched radio so I can compare my signal from radio A to radio B, which I'll review after. But great net as usual. Thanks for doing what you do. And I was thinking maybe you should hire a secretary or get an apprentice to sit with you and help you do all those things you're doing while your net's going on. Because I don't know how you keep track of all that, but you do a fine job. Again, thanks for doing what you do, and 7-3 to everyone on the net and the stream. Hope you have a great evening, and Chuck, I'll let you carry on. VE3SMN.
All right, Matt. Yeah, you're right. You know, there is a lot going on. It's not just keying up the microphone and writing in the logbook. Quite a bit going on here. So yeah, would be nice. But anyways, very good, Matt. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the week, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. And you know, I occasionally stream some of the daytime nets on my YouTube channel, and so you should click like and subscribe, hit the bell, and highlight the all button, which means every time I post a YouTube stream, you'll be alerted. So there you go. Thanks, Matt. Next, let's see if my neighbor Kevin is still there. VA3 November Echo.
Yes, still in here, Chuck. Good net. Found it very interesting. Just made some buttered popcorn and put a lot of salt in it. Go to eat that. Have a good night, 7-3. Take care, all.
Okay, Kevin. I thought you were going to say you made some salted. Geez, I forget now. I thought you were going to say you made some tarts, some buttered. Oh yeah, you said buttered tarts, but popcorn is good. Um, yeah. All right. Thanks, Kevin. You sounded good, and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care. All right. So tonight I've got 18 check-ins. Let me do one last call. One last call for tonight's AREG net. Are there any stragglers that would like to get into the log? Please come now. Okay, well tonight we got 18 check-ins. I will check the YouTube stream after I'm done here and see if I missed anyone that checked in there and add them to the list, the log. But for now, that's it for me. I'm glad you all joined me. and hope you had a good time. It's a great way to break up the middle of the week for a couple of hours, and I try to make it entertaining and and fun. So with that, I will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, be safe, stay warm, and be kind to one another. It doesn't cost anything. Until then, 7-3 all. This is Chuck in Hamilton, VA3 CJZ 7-3.